So you got engaged and now you're starting to plan your dream wedding with your soon-to-be husband. And you are looking or finding to where to start kasi first time nyo ngayon kasal and wala pang kinakasal sa inyo. Of course, siguro hindi nyo pa talaga alam kung saan magsisimula, di ba? Don't you worry guys, because this video is very helpful for you in setting a realistic budget for your wedding planning. On our last video guys, I created or I showed to you or I provided you a guided step-to-step on how to start your wedding planning. So if you still haven't seen that video guys, go ahead and watch yun muna before kayong manood ng setting a realistic budget for your wedding. I am Val and I am a wedding planner and a wedding content creator. Now in setting a realistic budget guys, one thing that we wanted to make sure as a wedding planners, understand the vision of our client or our soon-to-be bride and groom and what are their financial boundaries. Now number one that we talk about is to discuss what are your non-negotiables. So for you as a soon-to-be couple and soon-to-be bride and groom, ano nga ba yung mga non-negotiable ninyo? Is it the media team, the photo and the video? Is it the gown? Is it the suit? Is it the venue? You need to sit down together to discuss ano yung mga non-negotiable. Non-negotiable meaning ano yung mga hindi nyo talaga pwedeng ibahin. Dapat ito yung gusto nyo, ito yung dapat na allocate nyo at ito yung dapat susundin ninyo in the beginning up until the end. Let me share to you guys that I had a client before na they talk about when after the program they mentioned they say thank you to everyone who came on their wedding guys, celebrate their wedding, and what happened is that they shared one of their non-negotiable when they plan their wedding is that the money that they will be spending on that wedding should be coming out from their own pocket. It's a very good idea guys because they don't want to ask help from their family to their parents na mom, dad, gusto kong magpakasal and I need money. What they did is they sit down together. They talk about their planning and they set a, non-negotiable na dapat yung pera na kikitain natin, ito yung gagastuhin natin para sa ating kasal at wala tayong hihingin para sa ating mga parents. And they actually shared, hindi talaga sila haling sa marayang pamilya. But when you look at on their wedding guys, let me give you a flashbacks on what kind of wedding they had. Para sa akin, glamorous and very bongga na siya nakasal guys. And to think, they save everything from their hard-earned money for that wedding. Overtime nga minsan nga umuwi daw madumi yung kamay niya at ito yung sinasabi niya sa kanya soon to be wife na hayaan mo muna akong mag-overtime, hayaan mong madungisan yung kamay ko, hayaan mong madumihan yung kamay ko because I want to give you this dream wedding of you. So yes, again, setting the realistic budget, make sure that you talk about what are your non-negotiables with your husband and with your soon to be husband and your soon to be wife. Next is to research what are your options. Don't stick to one option only guys. So let's say for example, you have a dream photographer and videographer. Make sure that you have the first option, the second, the third. Kasi you will be comparing on the rates for those three suppliers guys. And you will also be, comparing if they are available on your wedding day. Kasi if the option 1 is not available, you have option 2 to be available next. But then again, rates differ from different kind of suppliers. So you need to make sure that you have the list and you have compared which one will work within your budget by not compromising the quality because it's you who choose the type of photographer and videographers you wanted to be on your wedding to capture the moment. And for us naman guys, as a wedding planner, we tell our clients that this is our in-house photographer and videographer, but if you wanted to opt into a different photographer and videographer, we can check the rates. We are very honest on the rates of the other suppliers without any hidden charges. But if ever there is an extra charges, we always say upfront to the client na ito yung rates nila and this is an additional fee if ito yung mangyayari sa inyong wedding or just to set proper expectation with you as the soon-to-be groom and bride and our client. Now, once you have all the numbers of your suppliers, the venue that you have in mind, the photographer, the stylist, the florist, guys, list list down all of those on a spreadsheet or an Excel sheet, guys, para mag-break down yung cost and total of your allocated budget from each suppliers. Again, I have mentioned this in my previous video. Every category, you should have a buffer, allocated buffer. That is around 10 to 20% lang naman po para talagang may extra ka pa na pagkukunan or paghuhugutan just in case merong mga unforeseen na mga mangyayari in the future. At least, meron kang buffer, it's good to be ready than not, diba? Now, let's talk about mga unforeseen or parang hindi alam ng mostly of the couple. Ano yung mga dapat with an extra charges, parang hindi alam ng mga couple na kailangan pala nilang i-allocate yung budget nila for this kasi hindi nila alam na malalaman kapag nandiyan na yung wedding or di kaya hindi talaga nila nalista yun sa budget kasi hindi talaga nila alam. So here's are the unforeseen charges or cost in a wedding. One is the transportation. So for the transportation, guys, it could be applicable for the prenup and on the day. For the prenup, there's different kind of fees. It will be a different fee or an additional fee, guys, if the venue of the prenup is outside of the city or like hindi siya within the city. So the transportation will be add on that. So for the transportation, it will be for additional for the coordinator, part of your prenup, transportation for your video and photo team, hair and makeup because they will also be part of that prenup day, guys, and the venue where you will be, magme-makeup sa inyo for your prenup. So now for on the day naman, guys, still the same thing. If malayo or outside or out of town na yung venue ng wedding ninyo, guys, you're gonna be adding the supplier's transportation fees. So that's one. Then number two is if you have a family, guests, relatives, or part of the entourage, guys, you will also gonna be expecting to add that on top of your allocated budget. Unforeseen na hindi talaga alam ng couple na kailangan nilang i-allocate pala yung budget for the transportation. Number two, the corkages fee. So, hindi din alam mostly ng couple na in a hotel, in a venue, merong corkage fee. Corkage fee, so one, it could be the lechon. Two, it can also be the cake, but mostly for the corkages fee are for the pika, and if you have a photo booth or any pakolor like 360 na video booth, guys. So, there's an additional corkages fee on that. And sometimes couple really doesn't seem to know those charges. Number three is for the electricity fee. This will apply if meron kang LED wall and meron kang banda. Sometimes, if masyadong marami yung lights and sounds na ginamit on your wedding, then there's also gonna be an additional electricity fee for that. Number four, extension of hours for the venue. Let's say, for example, yung nabook mo dyan is only 4 hours. Pero, nag-happy kayo, talagang na-enjoy nyo yung program because maganda yung host, magaling yung host, there will be an extension of hours if nag-exceed kayo ng 4 hours. But mostly, guys, you can actually say to the salesperson who's handling your account when you're booking that on the venue na pwede bang pa-waive or is there an extension 1 hour of the reception, then go for it, guys. It can be sometimes for free, they can waive the first hour of the extended, but for the most cases, hotels, venue, they tend to charge additional extension hours. Number five is under the styling, guys. For the styling, if your guest exceeded to the number of the agreed one, let's say for example, yung na-agree nyo lang with the stylist or with us is only 100 bucks, and you end up na 150 packs, so there will be an additional fee for that kasi nga it will matter about the centerpieces na gagamitin for your wedding. So iba naman kasi talaga yung hindi naman talaga magandang tignan if yung centerpiece ng isang table is kulang because hindi siya nalagyan, and the stylist doesn't like that much na parang kulang or walang bakante or let's say hindi maganda yung styling sa na vision nila kasi nga hindi sila na-inform na nag-increase ka pala ng guest. So dapat alam ng stylist. But for the entourage flowers and corsage or the wristband for your VIP and entourage guys, there will be an additional fee if nag-exceed kayo sa number of the agreed. Let's say for example, yung entourage mo, yung na-agreed lang is 5 packs. Pero ang nangyari guys, nag-increase ka ng up to 10 entourage. Of course, there will be an additional fee for that because yung gagamitin ng mga corsage or mini bouquet for your bridesmaids are actually fresh flowers. So there will be an add-on fees for that. Number 7, the last one is yung crew meals. Yes guys, hindi alam ng karamihan ng couple na kailangan pala sila yung mag-take or sila yung mag-take care ng crew meal. Yes guys, merong crew meal talaga. That's gonna be morning, afternoon, and dinner. Whether given na 10 a.m. yung yung 10 a.m. na wedding mo, you still have to allocate 3 meals a day kasi if morning or 10 a.m. yung kasal mo, technically, yung stylist mo, gabi pa lang, nag-style na yan kasi hindi kaya kapag in the morning pa sila magde-decor, diba? So, allocate mo yung morning, lunch, at saka dinner for the crew meals. And again, it will also apply if mag-order ka ng outside food from the hotel, ang corkage fee. Meron silang corkage fee, guys. Pero if kaya mo namang ma-negotiate sa salesperson to waive that fee to you, then good. Sometimes they would say yes, but most of the time, they would always charge a corkage fee. So, ibabalance nyo na lang guys if saan yung mas nakakatipid kayo kung mag-order ba kayo sa mismong venue for the crew meals. And I think that's it for today guys. I am really hoping na you find this video helpful for you and you have a lot of things or a lot of information na nag-gather. And if you wanted to know more about wedding tips and wedding planning, please go ahead and subscribe now because I will be creating more of those. Now, I have actually talked about on our last video guys na meron kami wedding finance budget tracker for a wedding for a soon-to-be couple that we offer. So, I will be showing to you guys on the next slide on what is that video all about or what is that budget wedding finance tracker all about. So, thank you so much for watching guys. I'm hoping that tracker would be helpful for you. If you wanted to avail, please go ahead, click nyo lang yung link sa baba. It will be available in my rocket.ph account. So, thank you so much for watching. And again, if nagustuhan niyo, click nyo yung like, subscribe, and share this to your friends and family who might be needing this kind of video to be helpful in their wedding planning. So, thank you so much for watching. I will be seeing you on our next video. Bye guys!